Plants vs. Zombies is one of the most famous indie games out there, and it used to be one of my most favorite games to play.
Chat, we cooked or just french fried?
Garden Warfare especially encapsulated the classic era of the series, being an absolutely goofy experience that took itself seriously and still delivered one of the best parody games ever. I used to play Garden Warfare on my family's Xbox 360, and I later played Garden Warfare 2 on my gaming laptop, which was terrible.
16 times the detail.
But with that being said, I don't really think of Plants vs. Zombies anymore. Sure, there's a lot of people mocking me for my what the fuck. And my channel's mascot is literally an edgy Plants vs. Zombies OC I made when I was 14 years old. But with the series' current state, the failure of Battle for Neighborville, the absolute disaster that is replanted in the third game's development hell, it's very unlikely that another Garden Warfare game, let alone Plants vs. Zombies, will ever exist.
Many people listen to the soundtrack and the sound effects of Plants vs. Zombies long after they play the game.
What the fuck are you saying?
And then Ubisoft went and made one themselves on Roblox. Roblox isn't a stranger to garbage games. I mean, it's existed for years, from the years where Jared Valdez stole every game under the sun to Mape City. Yeah, I wonder if anyone remembers that shit. Jesus Christ. Nowadays, what's garbage is probably something akin to games recycling old concepts and pretending they're reinventing the genre or claiming they made it, or something more familiar to the taste of your average 13-year-old on Roblox, that being racist Instagram comments. But what if, let's say, what if developers wanted more money? What if spamming Game Pass aren't enough? No, we gotta go further. What if gaming giants gone to the game? Not just any game. No, this is not your average yearly releases. This isn't your typical paid progression system. Oh hell no. We're in the goddamn big leagues. Roblox is where all the money is at. Get Sega and Nintendo on the fucking phone. We got money to make. So recently, Ubisoft decided to throw their hat into the ring of basically sponsoring an official game from one of their IPs onto Roblox. I don't know if sponsoring is the right word, but I'm going to use it. They're not the first one to do this, with Sega being one of the earliest ones to do so, if not probably the first one, with Sonic Speed Simulator and all of the controversies alongside that. There's also the official Yakuza game, but that one was mishandled into the ground, just like Right to Fight, and that one wasn't even official. One other successful example of a corporation dipping their toes into Roblox is Starbreeze, or Overkill Software, depending on the way you look at it, with the Payday series, which is ironic because they initially sent a copyright takedown to the developers before deciding to, oh wait, no, let's just license the game to the studio behind notoriety anyways. What was the point of that exactly?
If you can't do the time, don't do the crime. Okay, time's up.
With Ubisoft in mind, you probably expect some serious IP. If Payday, a very obviously mature game series where heisters kill law enforcement and use human meat shields, then you'd expect Ubisoft to maybe go something akin to Assassin's Creed, Rainbow Six, Far Cry, Watch Dogs. No, it's the Rabbids. It's the fucking Rabbids. Not even Rayman made it into Roblox, it's the goddamn Rabbids. In case you don't know, the Rabbids is a franchise spun off from the famous Rayman series. Rayman itself is insanely popular, having lots of famous platformers to its names, including an advertisement talking about Rayman's penis. I had to do a university presentation about that ad and I got top marks for that shit. What? Why? What the f? I don't really know how to explain Rayman aside from being a silly little guy who's been driven to homelessness and drug addiction after Ubisoft decided to stop doing shit with him, but that's probably because of the Rabbids, a species of insanely cartoony rabbits that Rayman had a rivalry for a couple years before Ubisoft found out the rabbits were insanely popular. I will never forget France for this. While I do sound a bit miffed, I won't lie, I used to like the rabbits as a kid. I'd always play with this one Rabbid Wii game where Rayman gets kidnapped and is forced to partake in a bunch of party games by the rabbits, but it kind of feels like Rayman torturing simulator than anything else.
Time to take a piss.
Either way, Rayman is dead because Ubisoft refuses to do anything with him, and the absolutely insane amount of focus they gave to the Rabbids instead is now why they're on Roblox. Picking Rabbids was probably a good choice now that I think about it, given that I'd highly doubt something like Far Cry would make it far on the Roblox platform, but that would imply something like Rainbow Six Siege and Assassin's Creed isn't one of the most popular goddamn franchise most recognizable on Roblox. Like holy hell, there was a lot of like Assassin's Creed and Rainbow Six Siege inspired games and virtual clothing on the fucking platform. There are two games about Rainbow Six Siege and Roblox and they aren't even official. So anyways, the game in question is Rabbids Takeover, an official Ubisoft game that has some people saying that Ubisoft understands Roblox better than the Roblox company itself, which is a silly statement to make because actually Ubisoft didn't even touch the game, but that's not important right now. This is just what most licensed brand games on Roblox are nowadays, contracting a small development group to do it for them, which is really funny because Rabbids Takeover is probably the best accidental Garden Warfare spin-off ever. Why do I say that? Well, first we'd have to understand how the game plays. It plays like Garden Warfare. It plays like fucking Garden Warfare. Rabbids Takeover is your very typical corporate sponsored game on Roblox. Custom art assets, custom player characters, lots and lots of reference to other Ubisoft games because of course it's a fucking Ubisoft game!
Edward Kenway!
There are also cross references to non-Ubisoft games like Robot 64, but I've never played that game, so I don't know a single thing about it. The gameplay is very basic, so basic in fact that the only way to keep players in it is adding a gacha mechanic, as Roblox doesn't already have enough gambling. Oh wait, I can't gamble because it's Australia.
To the Sigmas of Australia, the goofier government is still capping.
Words cannot describe my sorrow.
You have two teams in the game. It's pretty much standard for most shooters, but the main difference is that it's asymmetrical. Remember how I was praising elements of asymmetry in the last video where I glazed the shit out of Porter, or Portier, apparently that's how you pronounce it? Rabbids Takeover has it too, but while I do like asymmetrical games, okay, not that one. It's just poorly done, like Battle for Neighborville, but at least this one didn't get its entire trailer leaked and forced the development team to release the game early. That actually happened.
This leak probably destroyed Battle for Neighborville if not for the terrible gameplay.
The whole thing with the team having similar class roles but with completely different execution is really similar to how it's accomplished in Garden Warfare. I'm going to be bringing up that game a lot, holy shit. There are two teams, Robloxians and Rabbids, which are basically the plants and the zombies. Calling someone a Robloxian sounds like a slur. Robloxians defend, Rabbids attack, what is this, fucking gardens and graveyards? I'm kind of riffing with the whole Rabbids Takeover and Garden Warfare comparisons, but aside from joking about the similarities, the gameplay is actually pretty different than just being a team-based third-person shooter game. For one, you don't technically capture points, and more like the Rabbids team have to destroy an objective, that being the weather mission. Oh, this is Driftwood Shores. A better comparison would probably be Gardens and Graveyard Ops, but it's player versus player instead of fighting against waves of AI, but the Rabbids team have their own AI while the Robloxian team doesn't get shit. The gameplay is just a nothing burger. Come on. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's just the same old shit you've already seen 100 times. You either attack or defend, the Robloxian team having to kill an infinite wave of rabbits while those same little rabbit fuckers are trying to destroy the weather machine, but the biggest factor to the influencing each match's factor is the weather machine itself. The Robloxians have to kill about 50 rabbits to activate the weather machine, which is entirely dependent on the map, so you either get acid rain or the map floods with water. There's only two map-specific weather machines gimmicks because there's only two maps in the game. Oh my god, there's a similar weather machine in Battle for Neighborville's Tourist Trap Island. What else would the rabbits steal from Planet Zombies?
And a completely hilarious foreshadowing to replant it, Battle for Neighborville's Tourist Trap Island didn't have the ocean for like several weeks when the map dropped. My god, nice quality there, PopCap. Jesus Christ.
Is this supposed to be water? What is this?
Actually, given the state of the franchise, it would be better if the Rabbids did a hostile takeover of Planet Zombies. Wait, that's the name of the fucking game! Talking about the teams, the Robloxians have 4 classes, and at this point, I'm going to start flooding this video with an infinite amount of Garden Warfare jokes because that's all I can think of playing this Ubisoft game. The Robloxians have access to building plots to place defenses. It's just turf takeover defensive plots, but admittedly, it's a little bit more intuitive, if only barely, as in you could build bigger stuff and take advantage of the benefits of placing down these structures. It's just like building a cola fountain that heals you and a outpost tower that gives you a height advantage. That's all I know.
This is going to be like the so fucking useless. I've never seen anyone use an outpost effectively, and I've only played like 3-4 games so far.
The Robloxian team's classes are Pirate, Ninja, Paintballer, and Chef. The Pirate is a melee-focused class where you just hold down the mouse button and go ham. She's a little slow and is actually the Chomper from Garden Warfare. My god. Just without the instant kill attacks and stun abilities. You can't vomit on people anymore, basically.
Now, Heavy will vomit down your throat.
The Chomper in Garden Warfare games, so discounting Battle for Neighborville, can at least be stealthy, but here the Pirate can't even be that. She's just stuck swinging her sword and is slow as hell, but that's okay. Her ability is alcoholism, which heals you a little bit and makes you faster for a few seconds. Right? The other ability is throwing a bomb, because you gotta throw in a fucking chili bean bomb in there, you know, just like a Rabbids game, completely unrelated to Garden Warfare. I'm insinuating that Ubisoft stole from PopCap, but the way I wrote the script, I don't mean that. What the fuck?
So good, this game.
The Ninja is Nightcap from Battle for Neighborville, except with infinite ammo and without double jump. I'd say she's less annoying than the actual Nightcap from that failed Garden Warfare spin-off of a spin-off. But I mean, while Nightcap was broken as hell on launch and countered by Thanos, oh no, I mean pre-nerf super brains.
Look at this is my brother. Oh, well. What? Wait, oh my god, I died already. How did he kill me?
The ninja is a little bit more balanced aside from a dash of spamming gas like it's World 1 to go invisible for a little. Okay, never mind. She's fucking Nightcap. She also has a slash attack, which I don't know how to describe aside from being boring. The paintballer class is this is basically the Garden Warfare soldier class for the zombies if it was bad. I'm sorry, she's just bad. I can't simp hard enough to not say that she's probably the worst class in the team, if not the entire game. She literally just has an automatic paintball gun. I wonder where I've seen that before. But it's not even hit scan, so you have to rely on Roblox's unreliable physics system to land hits. And even then, she's fucking terrible because she deals like no damage, just like how the melee class in Battle for Neighborville had the world's worst hit detection.
Oh my god, get that fucker away from me. What the fuck? Oh my god, get away from me. Oh my god, get the fuck away from me. Oh god, oh god. Oh.
The paintballer is also mixed in with a little bit of cactus action, being able to place on landmines. She also has a bazooka, except it's bad. It's a soldier's ZPG ability, but even worse, and you have 3 shots to miss. For the last Robloxian class, we have Asgore. Oh, okay, no, I mean Chef. He's supposed to be healing people, and his weapons are kind of like the scientist. You can throw down a plate of food. The food changes depending on the skin, but other than that, your other ability lets you commit vehicular manslaughter. When you go down on a Robloxian team, you can get revived by your teammates, but it's kind of irrelevant because you can just safely respawn and you respawn on the objective, so what's the point? The Rabbids teams are funnier because despite all of the unique class abilities, you don't get unique weapons and just spawn with Plunger as the default weapon. You have to roll the gacha mechanic to roll better weapons, but given that I live in Australia, I don't have to. So your entire ability to destroy the Robloxian's weather machine is entirely dependent on whether you have the money or not to defend yourself while going on the offensive, or literally on which country you live in.
What the fuck? This gun is shit.
The pet owner Rabbid just has a bunch of animal bodyguards. I have no idea what the point of this class even is, but it's basically a swarm class in Battle for Neighborville, aka the worst and most annoying cunts you can encounter in that game. Your ultimate ability is just summoning a big ass dog to defend you. Your pet meat shields can't guard you properly either way, so what was the fucking point?
This was an excuse to make a Battle Cats reference.
The Exploder Rabbit is a 1x1x1x1, I don't know how to say that name. It's a 1x reference. Ooh, spooky Roblox hacker from like 2 decades ago. So, oh my god, 2007? 1x wasn't even a real person. It was meant by Shaletsky or Telemann as a joke. This is some Nim creepypasta bullshit. The Exploder class has wall hacks. Yeah. And its ultimate ability is to disable a Robloxian defensive building. It's kind of useless. I didn't even realize that's what the ability actually does. I thought it just disables the Robloxian's player ability. But no, when I was checking the game while writing the script, no, that's exactly what it does. It just disables a building. Mr. Robot is a Citron, I guess. Except instead of the shield being an ability, it's like in Battle for Neighborville, where the Citron in that game can whip out a shield whenever. And what I mean by whenever is that Mr. Robot's shield is constantly active, so it makes the paintballer class even more useless. This one actually has a stun ability, and it makes the nearest Robloxian player get stunned for a bit and turn into a glorified pincushion. The Fashionista class is... I don't even know, man. She's a shitty sunflower. When she's close to dying, she summons a ton of Rabbid AI teammates as meat shields, and her ability is summoning a huge beam of light that instantly heals you. Not just heals you though, it gives you overheal, and it's the only ability in the entire game that can overheal. If you're about to die, just pop this shit. What is this, Monopoly? Get out of jail free card? So, what exactly unique weapons do the Rabbids have? It's either just shitty ranged weapons, stronger plungers, a hot sauce flamethrower, or a subspace launcher because haha yes, funny instant kill toy from the old Roblox days gets turned into another goddamn gas weapon. He got nerfed, by the way. You can't revive fellow Rabbid teammates, which I guess makes sense since these fuckers arrived in the washing machine portal or whatever. Actual Rabbids lore.
Okay, so I was wrong here. The Rabbids were actually playing their own game as their own Rabbid avatar. Why? And they got into a fight and some idiot accidentally throws a taco onto a bun that throws all of them into a portal to the Roblox verse. Imagine if they got sent to a condo game instead.
But you also get a bunch of cannons that only the Rabbid team can use. It's basically a turf takeover teleporter from Garden Warfare. No, it's not even that. It's Driftwood Shores. Did I mention that Rabbids Takeover has a battle pass? Yeah, it exists, and why did I buy this?
Why does this Roblox game have a fucking season pass? Oh my fucking god.
Buying the battle pass just lets you earn a bunch of bonus stuff, with the tier skip thing letting you unlock bonus stuff, mostly skins, Robloxian buildings, and Rabbid weapons. That's about it, and why the hell did this game need a battle pass?
That shit look like the battle pass.
That's what I'm saying. Google, show me this guy's balls.
There's really nothing else to this game. You just play on 2 maps, either being Roblox HQ or some pirate themed map. How can I bring up Driftwood Shores for the 3rd time? But hey, if you're mad that you basically got nothing of value out of this game, you can unlock a bunch of neat skins a random bullshit. Who the fuck are these people?
Who let this cocksucker in?
You can replace a ninja with something from Naruto when the name of the skin is on the nose. Like, come on, we get that you're making a joke about copyright. We get it! I really don't know what else is there to say. You at least get to unlock a skin referencing work at a pizza place for the chef class, and it even changed the plate of food to pizza, which is neat, I guess. And also, wait, what the fuck is this? Sam Fisher? Edward Kenway from Assassin's Creed?
There was this other guy, though. Army infiltration. He wore a bandana or something.
It's really funny how they put more effort into these skins than Ubisoft making another Splinter Cell game. It's like how they put Sam Fisher in Rainbow Six Siege and Ghost Recon, but not making that fucking Splinter Cell game. I've kinda just been riffing on Ubisoft and Rabbids Takeover the entire video. I mean, Ubi shit deserves it, especially given that they rather pour resources into this random ass Roblox game to make a quick buck than actually fixing their company, especially after the release of Assassin's Creed Shadows and the Star Wars game that no one gave a shit about. Ubisoft got hacked recently and had over 300 trillion worth of in-game Rainbow Six Siege currency deposited into everyone's accounts. Congratulations Ubisoft on the great security. I mean, I can't keep blaming Ubisoft for this. Sure, the company sucks shit. They haven't made a good Far Cry game in over a decade. They refuse to touch most of the IPs, with Rayman obviously being one of them, but at least he got to star in that Mario and Rabbids spin-off. It's a nice way to treat him after leaving him to rot after Rayman Legends. Like, come on, that game was a commercial success. Why are you treating him like that? He also showed up in that one Ubisoft Netflix show, Captain Laserhawk, but I haven't watched the show, so I kinda don't give a fuck. Aside from Rayman snorting.
Cocaine.
It's also worth bringing up that Ubisoft didn't even make this game, at least fully. The game was contracted off to a group called Exclusive.
It's actually pronounced exclusible. God damn it.
I don't even know if Ubisoft got involved in the actual development of the game aside from just licensing it off to them. You know all those people saying how Ubisoft understands Roblox better than the company? Well, they're wrong because they just gave the license to an already existing Roblox group. What the hell are you saying?
But an opportunity as well.
I didn't find this out until just now, but I knew that Exclusive was making various Roblox games without necessarily attaching their name to it, like Japanese Supermarket Simulator. Yeah, did you know they made that? They even made one for Sesame Street. That sure made rounds in Roblox for a hot bit, but you know what they also made? Care Bears. Oh my god, it goes way deeper. Exclusive is also making a game for Dark Deception. Does anyone remember that game? It was a really popular horror maze thing about collecting stuff, with one of the enemies being voiced by famous Zion. Oh, no, wait, sorry, I meant famous voice actress Twilight Sparkle.
Silly black people.
Oh yeah, the only reason why Exclusive is making a Roblox Dark Deception game was because there was a fan game developed by different people inspired by Dark Deception, but they sold it because they almost got copyrighted. Like notoriety. I don't even know where I was going with this. This video started out as just making fun of Ubisoft, like, yeah, they're French. You can blame the French for making absolute fucking slop as they have been for the past 300 years. Now I just sort of been talking about how deep the connections of Roblox development groups are, with Exclusive having a hand in so many popular branded Roblox games and corporate sponsorships. I don't really know about the Sesame Street one though. I have a bias towards Sesame Street because at least they teach kids how to read. Rabbids Takeover is truly a brand game of all time. It's also funny, I guess. It's just your typical run-of-the-mill corporate brand game being run on Roblox, but at least Notoriety was a quality Payday game, or at least as quality as you can get with being a good but inferior version of Payday 2. I don't even know what Rabbids Takeover can qualify as aside from being Garden Warfare on Roblox, and even then, it's worse than Garden Warfare 1 and 2 combined. Okay, maybe it's better than Battle for Neighborville. But the reason why I said Ubisoft made a better Garden Warfare than PopCap in the title is because, well, you already know the current state PopCap is in, but even then, it's an exaggeration. It's just straight up not true. Battle for Neighborville was an attempt at a soft reboot of Garden Warfare, but they failed. Battle for Neighborville was probably the last legs of the PvZ franchise, not counting everything in China because they're being hard carry over there in that country, but EA and PopCap don't give a fuck about the Chinese exclusive content despite how successful it is. Rabbids Takeover is just a mid-game. It's not mid in a bad or even good sense, it's just okay. It's mediocre. You play it with your brain turned off to have dumb fun, but aside from that, there's nothing going for it. At least other games I've played I've considered bad, like the Rainbow Friends, Buried Seedling, and Shell Shock, and maybe even Horizon Blue. At the very least, they have some depth to them, even if that depth is debatable. Like Rainbow Friends has a story, a bad one but still there. Buried Seedling tries a new take on 3D Planet Zombies but failed. Shell Shock tries to be a serious historical depiction of World War I but it fails too. Rabbids Takeover has nothing other than being branded slop game filled with pointless battle passes, gambling mechanics that you can't even use in certain regions, but hey, at least Rabbids Takeover is a game, and it's better than the absolute nothingness that PopCap is producing. But even then, it's not saying much. Happy New Year, everyone. This is going to be a week late, but I don't care. Follow me on Twitter and TikTok. The links are in the description. I don't really use TikTok that much. And also my Patreon is in the description. Thank you to my one and currently only Patron, Sai.